The South Eastern Railway was the first railway company to operate railways in the southeast of England in 1836. They formed routes from London to Dover, Hastings, Tunbridge Wells, Canterbury and other destinations. They also absorbed and leased other railways such as London Greenwich Railway and Canterbury and Whitstable Railway. The London Chatham and Dover Railway opened in 1858 with the name of the East Kent Railway, and they changed their name to the London Chatham and Dover Railway in 1859. They ran lines through London, North East Kent and Medway. Much of the South Eastern Railway was to attempt expanding and having competition with its neighbours, the London Brighton and South Coast Railway and the London Chatham and Dover Railway. We will be looking at their rivalry with the London Chatham and Dover Railway. The London Chatham and Dover Railway and South Eastern Railway had many feuds and competition with each other, building networks parallel to each other, serving the same areas, and they both used poor rolling stock and had extremely poor punctuality. This led them to both being on the verge of bankruptcy and also causing an extremely complicated and unsatisfactory network. In 1899, they finally joined a union named the South Eastern and Chatham Railway. They operated their routes they both built, which served the same destinations. This was until 1892, where the Southern Railway took over the network. The Southern Railway was a railway company made up of combinations of many smaller railway companies, which were the London South Western Railway, London Brighton and South Coast Railway, and the South Eastern and Chatham Railway. After the slow recovery of the Southern Railway after the Second World War, the railway was nationalised along with all other railways of the UK. They came under the name of British Rail, and the UK was split into regions. The south of England was named Southern Region. This region included London, Kent, Surrey, Sussex, Hampshire, some areas of Dorset, Wiltshire and Berkshire, and some unelectrified parts of Devon and Cornwall. Electrification took place at this time, meaning that railways in the south were fitted with 750-volt DC third rail power. The southern region was abolished in 1982. Railways in the UK were put in the business sectors, and the southeast of England was taken over by the passenger business sector Network South East. The two subdivisions operating the southeastern network were the Kent Link, which operated the Dartford Loop, Bexley Heath Line, North Kent Line, Mid Kent Line, Catford Loop and the Hayes Line. The second subdivision was the Kent Coast, which operated the Chatham Main Line, Hastings Line, Sheerness Line and South Eastern Main Line. During these times, the Kent Link received one of their most well-known trains, the South Eastern Class 465 and 466, which are still in operation today. Britain's railways were in the process of privatisation, and the company Connex South Eastern operated the South Eastern franchise from 1996 to 2003. Some new trains were introduced at this time, such as the Class 375 Electrostar in 1999, Class 365 Network Express, and the Class 508, transferred from Merseyrail. In 1994, the Channel Tunnel was opened, which enabled international rail services to operate from the UK. However, Eurostar services had to operate on existing lines, which used 100 mph third rail DC systems to get from Waterloo International to the Channel Tunnel. This was extremely inefficient, and there was a need for a high-speed line. The construction of the line was approved by Parliament under the Channel Tunnel Rail Link Act 1996. In the 1970s, a high-speed route along Tunbridge was proposed, but it was opposed on environmental and social grounds. In 2003, High-Speed 1's first phase was opened, which allowed international services to run from North Kent to mainland Europe at 186 mph. Phase 2 of High-Speed 1 was opened in 2007, which linked London St Pancras to Ebbsfleet International, which directly linked London to the Channel Tunnel at high speeds. In 2004, there was planning to run domestic high-speed services from London to Kent and Medway, as it cut journeys by 1/2. For example, London to Ashford would usually take 80 minutes on the South Eastern Main Line via Tunbridge, but 35 minutes on high speed. As such, this plan had a lot of popularity and support, and the plan was put into place. In June 2009, a preview service of South Eastern High Speed started with the Hitachi British Rail Class 395 Javelin trains at a top speed of 140 mph. These trains were nicknamed Javelins due to the shuttle services they operated during the London 2012 Olympics. The Stations along High Speed 1 are London St Pancras International, Stratford International, Ebbsfleet International, where some southeastern services go via Chatham Main Line, along Medway and Ashford International, where southeastern trains use existing line to go to destinations such as Dover, Margate, Canterbury and Ramsgate. In 2003, Connex Southeastern's franchise was removed and the publicly owned Southeastern Trains took over. During this time, Southeastern Trains introduced more Class 375 Electrostars and also introduced the Class 376 Electrostars to replace the older Class 411s, 41s and 43s which were scrapped in 2005, and the Class 365 which was transferred to West Anglia Great Northern in 2004. In 2006, London and South Eastern Railway Limited, commonly known as South Eastern Railways, took over by the publicly owned South Eastern Trains. This company was managed by Govia, the current owner of Thameslink, Great Northern and Southern Rail. This was the joint venture between the Go-Ahead Group and Keolis. The franchise was planned to run for an initial 8 years, but was extended till 2018 because of good performance and targets. In 2016, the franchise was extended until October 2021. During these times, the Class 508 was withdrawn in 2008, the Class 377 started service in 2017, and the Class 707 started service in 2021. In October 2021, the Southeastern franchise was removed from Govia and Southeastern Trains Limited took over. They were a nationalised operator operated by the Department for Transport. This operator is expected to run for a 3-year period until October 2024. They run routes from London Charing Cross, London Cannon Street, London Victoria and London St Pancras International to South East London, Kent and Medway. And this finally brings us to the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed the video, got some information, and please like, subscribe, join the Discord server and comment down below anything I got wrong or some more information. See you in the next one.